Whether you're looking to totally transform your body in the new year, or you've already got momentum going with your fitness and you have new goals that you want to reach, pretty much all of us have some goals in mind for the new year. And making more progress and taking things to that next level is part of human nature, that no matter what level you get to, you're always going to want a little bit more. So how do you set realistic fitness goals for the new year that are actually effective and help you see good results? That's what we're going over quickly in this video. If you're new here, my name is Jesse Rosenthal. I'm a personal trainer and online coach based in New York, and I've been coaching people in the fitness industry for over a decade now. Around the new year, we always hear the jokes about how New Year's resolutioners are gonna crowd up your gym and they're all gonna quit before February even hits. The reason why there's such a running joke about New Year's resolutions and how so many people fail and quit them is mainly because they don't set proper expectations in the new year and with their goals. And if people just set more effective and realistic goals and expectations at the start, they'd actually make a lot more progress and see better results over the long term. So my hope is really that in this quick little video that you set proper expectations in the new year, you set goals that make sense for you so that you can more realistically achieve them. And more importantly, that you don't get discouraged from other goals that you might set and then ends up quitting in February or March. So here's where people go wrong when it comes to setting goals. They set more results-based goals. For example, someone who's overweight says that in 2024 or in the new year, I want to lose 20 pounds. And that's their goal. They say they want to get down to 191 pounds specifically because that's what they weighed in college and that's how they want to feel and look again. But the truth is, losing 20 pounds or getting down to a very specific weight is a little bit out of your control. And what often happens is when people don't lose those 20 pounds or reach that goal weight after a month or a couple months, that's when they get really discouraged. They think it's not working. They either switch to something totally different, more extreme, that's not going to serve them long term, or they just quit altogether because they feel like, what's the point in putting in all this effort, going to the gym, eating well, if it's not even leading to the results that I want? So instead of just naming the result that you want to see, losing those 20 pounds or building 10 pounds of muscle, set goals that are more action-based, meaning they're based on the actions you should be taking along the way on your journey that ultimately will lead to the results that you want in the end game. So we'll use the same example. For somebody who wants to lose 20 pounds in the new year, don't make that your goal to lose 20 pounds. Make your goal a bunch of things that you should go and do every week that will pretty realistically lead to losing weight. So make your New Year's goal that you want to track your food every day for 90 days, because that's something that's very measurable, very realistic. It's not claiming that you have to be perfect with this or that, or you can never have a cheat meal. It's just saying, hey, do this action, try it every day for the first 90 days of the year. And guess what? For someone who's not tracking their food, if they go then and are diligent about tracking what they eat, you better believe that's going to make a massive difference in their results. Another example might be setting the goal of working out 4 times a week for the entire year. That's a tangible goal that is realistic, that also, if you are consistent with it and you show up and you do it, it's going to lead to having a better body. It's going to lead to having better body composition, having a better metabolism. And it's one of the few actions that if you do it consistently, it'll probably lead to losing weight as well. So if you're someone who does want to get healthier, wants to get more fit, wants to get leaner in the new year, think about these action-based goals. Think about what actions you can commit to and set for yourself each week that you believe will lead to being healthier and getting in better shape. So if that's you, if you're someone who ultimately does want to lose weight and lower your body fat percentage in the new year, I'm gonna list off a bunch of different actions that you can take just to spark some ideas for you in case you're looking for things that you can aim for each week that will lead to weight loss. So again, as someone who's coached dozens of people to lose a ton of weight and keep it off, the following actions or activities will lead to losing weight, getting leaner, improving your body if you want to set them as goals in the new year. Number one is tracking your food, whether it's tracking your total calories or tracking your macros. If you can consistently track your food, track your total food intake, it's gonna put you in the best possible position to ultimately lose weight. It's almost like trying to save money. If you have a goal of wanting to save up a certain amount of money, let's call it 50K in the new year, if you know what your expenses are and how much money is going out each week and each month, you're gonna be able to save that money way more predictably and in a way more calculated way than just sort of hoping your bank account stumbles upon the number that you want. A second action or goal you can set for yourself is to work out consistently. The example I used before, working out 4 times a week, or maybe it's 5 times a week, will go a long way. Not only will that help in building a better body, losing weight, maybe building some muscle, but it's a habit that will probably lead to living longer, having more confidence, being stronger, being more mobile and agile as you age, right? Do you want to be someone in their 60s or 70s or 80s who's very fragile and easily breaks a bone or gets injured if you fall over, or someone who can maintain a high quality of life, travel around, do things with grandkids or kids, and live like a younger person would live? A lot of that comes from strength training. A third goal you can set for yourself if ultimately you want to lose weight is to aim for a certain amount of steps per day. Maybe that's 5,000 steps a day. Maybe that's 10,000 steps. Some of you, maybe it's more. Maybe it's 15 or 20,000 steps a day. But if that's a main priority that you're logging and that you're paying attention to, if you're aiming for, let's call it 10,000 steps a day, that's an action that will give you a return on your investment for paying attention to that. Number 4, as far as goals you can set for yourself, is monitoring how often you're going out to eat. Maybe it's a good goal to set for yourself that you're only gonna go out to eat once or maybe twice at most per week. For some of you, maybe that's not realistic, so don't set that as a goal. But if this is something that you think you can maintain and that you can aim for and that resonates with you, it's definitely an action that will lead to quicker weight loss, without a doubt. The more you go out to eat at a restaurant or order food out, the harder it's going to be to lose weight. And that even goes for if you're ordering a healthy meal out. I could go out to eat at a restaurant right now and order chicken breast with vegetables and a cup of rice, and there would be 75 grams of fat in that meal because of all the olive oil they're using when cooking the chicken and the vegetables, all the butter they're putting into your rice to make it taste as amazing as possible. So you want to come back to that restaurant. The butter that they're putting on your vegetables to make it taste amazing, it's probably a 2,000 or 2,500 milligram of sodium meal because of all the seasonings and salts that they're putting on it to make it taste amazing. I could eat that same exact meal at home, have it taste almost as good, and it would be 5 grams of fat instead of 75 grams of fat. So therefore the calories would be much more lower and calorie friendly for someone who's trying to lose body fat. So if you make that one of your goals, only going out to eat once or twice per week, that's a goal that will lead to losing weight quicker the majority of the time. Another goal you could set for yourself is doing cardio sessions each week. So this is in addition to your daily steps count. Maybe you want to do 3 days of cardio each week. Maybe it's for an allotted period of time, like 30-minute session of cardio 3 times a week. Or maybe you simply want to go out for a run and run for a certain distance, like a mile, or do a 5K a couple times a week. However you want to set it up, planning to make that one of your goals is something that is not only healthy, but can benefit losing weight as well. Now let's talk about some goals you can set for the new year if your goal is more focused around building muscle. A lot of them are going to be the same as losing weight, believe it or not. Tracking your food is certainly something that's going to help you build muscle more predictably. Specifically if you're tracking your macros, so you know how much protein you're eating per day, how many carbs, how much fat you're eating, because you can eat a strategic allocation of those macros to give yourself the best possible chance at building muscle while limiting fat gain. A second goal you could set for yourself is logging your workouts. So you keep track, whether it's on a notepad or your phone, of what exercises you're doing, how much weight you're doing for each set, and how many reps you were able to get. My clients use a training app that I have here where they log their workouts. They type in exactly what weight they used for the exercise, how many reps they were able to get, and the app saves all their information. So the next time they go to do that workout or that exercise, exercise, it tells them what they did last time, and they're more in the mindset of being able to strive for more and trying to hit PRs when they're working out. And this is beneficial to do if you're someone who's trying to build muscle, because if you're trying to build muscle, but you're not progressing in the gym, in your workouts, you're not getting any stronger, chances are you're not building muscle. So keeping a log of the weight and the reps you're able to do with each exercise is really, really important and really beneficial. It's an action you can do each week that will more likely lead to building muscle. And setting proper goals, you know, it doesn't just have to be for weight loss or muscle gain. It can be for anything. It can be for your career. It can be for like a lot of the guys that I work with as clients have performance-based goals. They do marathons or Tough Mudders and different types of cardio and endurance-based events. So if you're someone who's trying to run a marathon 6 months from now or do a Tough Mudder, a good goal that you could set for yourself is to go out and do that activity, whether it's running or cycling 3 times a week, or maybe it's twice a week or 4 times a week, whatever makes sense for you. Set that as your goal for the new year. I'm gonna run 3 times a week for the first 6 months of the year. And that's the way that I like to look at it. Rather than thinking about what goals do I have for the new year, I more like to think of it as what are the things I can commit to in the new year that are gonna lead to a better life and are gonna lead to the results that I want. And like I said, after working with a ton of clients over the years, I found that these action-based goals are way more effective and yield way better results than someone just randomly saying they want to lose 20 pounds. And if you are looking to make this new year the most fit year of your life, I have a free resource down below in the description of this video that I think could potentially help if your goals are focused around getting leaner, losing body fat. I've got a full grocery list that I put together of foods that I like to get every week at the grocery store when I'm in a fat loss phase and trying to get as lean and shredded as I can. So if you want to just copy all the things that I get, or at least get some ideas from it, you don't have to get everything that I get, but you'll at least get some ideas. It's totally free. You can click below and it'll send it right to your email. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, consider subscribing to my channel because I make new videos just like this every single week. Good luck to you and your goals in the new year. I'll be setting my own goals personally as well, so I'm very excited for the new year to come up. And if you liked the video, consider checking out this one as well, because I think it'll really help if you're looking to get in the best possible shape this new year. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you over there.